Om Shanti. This is the Avyakt Murli of 9th of October 1981, and the title is Introverted Souls Are Able to Remain Constantly Free from Bondage and Yogyukt. Today, at Amrit Vela, Bap Dada was especially looking at his special children, those who are constantly cooperative, constant embodiments of power, and are constantly liberated and yogyukt. Bapdada saw two specialties in each of you children. First, Baba looked at you to see how free you have become. Secondly, Baba looked to see to what extent you have become liberated in life. To be liberated in life means to be yogyukt. Each line of thought in the mind of you children is very clearly visible to Bap Dada at every second. On seeing these lines, Bap Dada smiled and saw a special image of you children in which two types of qualifications were visible. One was constantly introverted, through which you are constantly able to remain merged in the ocean of happiness and also constantly make others experience happiness with your thoughts and vibrations of happiness, as with your attitude, words, and connections and interactions. Second was extroversion. When you are extroverted, you constantly lead others into wastefulness with your gross feelings, other feelings, and motives, as well as your vibrations, thoughts, words, and connections. It means you constantly eat sweets that only bring you temporary things, and you feed others with the same thing. Such children are always caught up in wasteful thoughts of one type or another. Real internal peace, happiness, and power remain constantly distant from you. You only sometimes experience a glimpse of this. Baba saw such extroverted children. Deepavali is coming soon. Businessmen check their account books at this time. They would examine their old accounts and their new accounts. What does the father examine? Baba examines your accounts to see to what extent you have finished your old accounts and how much you have accumulated in your new account. Today, therefore, Baba was looking at this difference because you were told only yesterday what Brahma Baba is waiting for the inauguration. What preparations are you making for the inauguration? What do you do when you invite someone to inaugurate something for you? What instruments do you use for that? Whether you have tied a ribbon or a garland of flowers, you cut it with a pair of scissors to inaugurate it. Where do you keep the scissors? You place the scissors in a plate full of flowers. What does this prove? In order to become free from bondage, you have to fill yourself with divine virtues. You then automatically become free from bondage. Therefore, have you prepared yourself for the inauguration? On the one hand, you have to make yourself complete. However, on the other hand, before you can become complete, you have to make yourself free from all bonds of extroversion. Have you prepared yourself to this extent? The sweetness of external extroversion attracts you a great deal, and this is why you should use scissors. This sweetness becomes a subtle bondage that keeps you at a distance from your destination of success. There may be praise, but there won't be revelation or success. Therefore, you must now prepare yourself for the inauguration. Those who are making preparations for the inauguration would constantly remain busy in Bap Dada's garden, smelling the fragrance of the flowers and the fragrance of the specialties of the flowers. The plate of their life would hold nothing but flowers. Have you prepared yourself to this extent? Who will claim the first number in this? Will it be those from Madhuban or those from Delhi? Who will receive a greater status? Who could have a greater fortune than someone who inaugurates something with the Father? Only souls who are equal to the Father will be able to carry out this inauguration with the Father. You don't think that to inaugurate something means to be a resident of the soul world or to the subtle region for all time, do you? Will everyone or only a few reside in the incorporeal world with Brahma Baba? What do you think? Will all of you leave your service places and go with Baba? Will you go with Baba or will you stay behind? We will go with Baba. Acha. Brahma Baba has gone to the subtle region. So, why are you still sitting here? So, what will you now do? Speaking to Dadi, we will go with him. Acha. Will Dadi and Didi both go together? What will happen? This is a unique secret. So, the main thing is, are you ready for the inauguration? Are those from Delhi ready? What do the instrument servers think? You don't still have some desires, do you? We are enjoying the confluence age. Will you still continue to stay here after Bap Dada has gone? How much longer do you want to stay here? Those who go with Baba will say Tata, goodbye, to Dharamraj. They will go nowhere near Dharamraj. Acha, Baba wants to see you clear your account books, even the tiniest of old accounts. The account of extroversion should not remain in the form of thoughts or sanskars. Constantly remain free from bondage and yogyukt. Baba is giving you a special signal this year to make you finish the atmosphere of extroversion. Do service, carry on doing plenty of service, but first stop being extroverted and become introverted. That will happen when your face is filled with introversion. While you do service, you become extroverted a great deal. Therefore, your name becomes known as much as you a lot of very good service. However, Baba sees very little success in terms of revelation of everyone saying their father is very good. He is the highest on high. You were told the result of your being extroverted. They may praise you, but they won't be fully satisfied. To belong to the Father means to become fully satisfied. To those who are constantly introverted and constantly fully satisfied, and who make other souls satisfied at all times, to those who are constantly full of all virtues and equal to the Father, to those who are constantly immersed in the ocean of happiness, to those who constantly maintain the deep love and intoxication of belonging to the one Father and none other. To such elevated souls, Bap Dada's love, remembrance, and namaste. Meeting those from Delhi. 1. Bap Dada loves all the children very much because according to the drama, Bap Dada has especially selected all of you on the basis of your specialties and put you into the bouquet of this Brahmin family. You are a bouquet of living flowers. Each flower has its own specialty form and color. Some flowers will have more fragrance than others. The beauty and color of some flowers will make the bouquet more beautiful. Both of these are necessary. If you were to make 2 bouquets, one of just roses and the other of roses with a variety of other flowers, which one would be more beautiful? You also need variety. However, the roses would be placed in the center and the various other flowers would be used for decoration around the roses. So ask yourself who you are. Each one of you knows yourself. You know your position in Bap Dada's unlimited bouquet because you are all part of the bouquet. This is firm. This is why you have come here to Madhuban. 2. What are the Pandavas of Pandav Bhavan in Delhi doing? This question is asked as a memorial of the Pandavas. What are the Pandavas doing? Pandav Bhavan is next to Madhuban. So what service plans are the residents of Pandav Bhavan making? You should do such service that everyone's vision is drawn towards Pandav Bhavan. This is something new. Have you made such plans? Out of the whole world, Pandav Bhavan is a special Bhavan. You have a special VIP place, and because you have a VIP place, you also have to do VIP service. Delhi is the place of VIPs. It is a VIP place, and so all of you who are doing service there are very good Mahavirs and VIPs. So, what will you do now? Set your daily timetable. Look at Madhuban. They have a great deal of work to do, and because they set this daily timetable, they have all-round success in everything. The work increases, but because they set this timetable, everything is accomplished very well. They just pay this attention. You are responsible souls, not ordinary souls. Therefore, from morning till night, fix your daily program in your diary. You are world benefactor souls. The more important someone is, the more his daily activities would be set beforehand. Accuracy is a sign of someone important. The way to become accurate is to set your daily timetable. Therefore, One person can do the work of 10. When you have set everything, you save time and energy. Because of this, instead of only doing one task, you are able to accomplish 10 tasks. Acha, are you souls constantly content? To be constantly with the Father means to be constantly content. When you and the Father are constantly combined, this combined power becomes very great. Instead of only being able to do one thing, you become able to do 1,000 things because Baba, the one with 1,000 arms, is with you. 2. Are all of you easy yogis? To belong to the Father means to become an easy yogi, because to be a child means to be fortunate. Who else does the Father have except you children? Even when you have a mother, it is only from the Father that you attain everything. In terms of love, you remember your mother, but in terms of attainment, you remember your Father. You wouldn't have yoga with him, but even against your conscious wish, you wouldn't look at anyone but your Father. Therefore, to belong to this Father means to become an easy yogi. Acha, Om Shanti. Question: how does deep love for remembrance of Baba work like a fire? Answer: when you put something into a fire, its name, form, and quality all change. In the same way, when you put yourself into the fire of deep remembrance of love for Baba, you too become transformed. You change from humans into Brahmins, and then from Brahmins into angels, and then deities. How do you become transformed? With the fire of love. You no longer have anything that belongs to you. You human beings no longer remain human beings, but become angels. It is the same when you put clay into a brick mold and bake it in a furnace to make it into a brick. This too is the way you are transformed. This is why this loving remembrance is said to be like an intense fire. This form of intense fire is very well known. Therefore, you deities who have such an intense forms are also very well known. Acha, blessing. May you be an elevated, fortunate soul of the confluence age and stay in God's lap of remembrance. The memorial of the Brahmins of the confluence age is that nothing is lacking in their treasure store. Having found the Father, you have found everything. You children sometimes swing in the swing of supersensuous joy, sometimes in the swing of happiness, and sometimes in peace, sometimes in knowledge, sometimes in bliss, and sometimes in God's lap. God's lap is the stage of being completely absorbed in remembrance. Thus, remembrance enables you to forget all your pain and suffering in a second. Therefore, keep this elevated fortune in your awareness and remain constantly merged in God's lap. Slogan: in order to become equal to the Father, give yourself the tilak of the 3 dots every day, and thus become one with 3 eyes. Om Shanti.